everyone, so today we're going to talk about DACA because there's a lot happening regarding that right now. So back in January 17, 2025, the United We Dream posted this article that it's titled Top 5 Things to Know After the Latest DACA Decision. And this is what it says. So what happened? On January 17, 2025, the Fifth Circuit Court once again ruled against DACA, but kept renewals open for now. This ruling is part of ongoing deliberate attacks to undermine immigrant communities, limit opportunities, and enable mass deportation. And what you need to know is that the fight isn't over. DACA renewals are still open. Current DACA recipients across the country, including in Texas, are still protected and authorized to work. It's unclear if or when the decision could be appealed in the courts. We must stay vigilant, organized, and ready to respond as a community. And renewals for current DACA recipients will continue. Renew your DACA if you're eligible. Renew as soon as possible. Talk to a lawyer or accredited legal service provider. The political landscape could change quickly, especially after January 20, 2025. DACA recipients continue to have protection from deportation nationwide, including in Texas, and no new DACA applications will be processed. The DHS, the Department of Homeland Security, will continue to accept first-time DACA applications, but as of now, they will not be processed. So that happened in January of 2025, so of this year. And now this is their most recent article that was posted today, March 12, 2025. It's titled Home is Here Campaign, the Fifth Circuit Decision on DACA is Mandated. Will Trump listen to the courts? So the Home is Here campaign released the following statement on the Fifth Circuit's mandated decision, which took effect yesterday. The court's decision would mandate first-time applications be adjudicated across all 50 states, including in Texas. The federal government has not yet issued formal guidance about processing first-time applications. There is no doubt that if first-time applications begin to be processed, it will be life-changing for tens of thousands of people. But let us be perfectly clear. If and how the Trump administration follows this ruling is the question we're all asking ourselves. With the escalated raids and abductions we have witnessed nationwide, we know that Trump's attacks against our communities have been ruthless. At any moment, he and his administration could continue their sweeping attacks by attempting to end DACA altogether. We urge current individuals who are considering applying for the first time to exercise caution, speak to a trusted attorney first, and understand that there are no guarantees under this violent, anti-immigrant administration that Trump will not access and abuse people's personal data in order to target and detain them. So that's what has been said by United We Dream in those two articles. But today they also had a meeting or a webinar that people could attend, and I was able to join today. So I'm going to just kind of give some of the points that were given there from what I remember and from the notes that I typed. And just to be clear, I'm not like a lawyer. I'm not like a legal expert or anything like that. This is just me researching and trying to give information to people so that they can know about it, okay? And hopefully this helps any of y'all or anybody that you know. Okay. So they said that what we know for sure right now regarding the court decision is that Texas is the only place where a limited version of DACA exists for first-time applicants, but they could get protection from deportation at least. Also, to be clear, by a limited version of DACA for new applicants in Texas, this might be like you can maybe have protection from deportation, but maybe not the work authorization. And so, to be clear, people in Texas that currently have DACA can continue to renew. The Texas rule is only for new applicants. So current DACA recipients can continue to renew their DACA and renew work authorization even in Texas. And somebody asked the question, it was, what about if someone moves from Texas state to another state? They said that for first-time applicants, there's not enough information to say, and we have to wait for further decisions. And they also said that individuals with DACA right now in Texas or outside of Texas in the U.S. can retain DACA with employment authorization until a court says otherwise. So again, reiterating that point. And what about new applicants? So they said that nothing is prohibiting new applicants, but will they operationalize the systems to adjudicate and approve first-time applicants? That's the big question. Right now, we don't know how this Department of Homeland Security will respond. And what about, okay, and then continuing with the new applicants, they mentioned that new applicants should have caution when applying to DACA and talk to a lawyer before doing so. People with denied applications could be put in proceedings for removal. So definitely be really careful about that. And what about people that applied for DACA in 2021 and even those that already got their biometrics or their fingerprints? So they said that they don't know what happened to the applications. What they think should happen is that those applications should be processed and adjudicated at least outside of Texas. But again, it's not for sure and a lot is pending. And to continue, okay, should people that applied for DACA in 2021 apply again? So they say that they don't think those that already applied in 2021 should apply again since the application is pending, and those that applied paid money already, so the government should do what it was paid to do and adjudicate and move forward with those things, okay? And can DACA recipients still participate in advanced parole? As of now, the DACA program continues to exist for current DACA recipients as it has existed for years now. But does that mean that the Trump administration won't respond and do something that changes it? We don't know. And this includes advanced parole. So everything about DACA for current DACA recipients is the same basically. But also they emphasize to talk to a lawyer because Homeland Security may not respect re-entry or when you like try to get back into the United States after advanced parole. And when will we hear more information about DACA? They said that they are not sure when Judge Hanen will respond, but it is expected that it should be soon. And are limitations going to happen outside of Texas and other U.S. locations? The limitations are not likely to happen outside of Texas, but part of the reason that the Fifth Circuit said that only Texas will get limited DACA is because only they did an attempt to harm the program. And going off of that, what if Judge Hanen chooses to explore the question further and find other states that may be able to prove some kind of harm for the program? In the webinar, they mentioned that they have had years to attempt that, so the courts have had years to attempt that, and it hasn't happened as of now. And only Texas gets this limited version of DACA, and again, for new or first-time applicants only. So basically, yeah, the courts have attempted, the Texas court has attempted to limit DACA or to harm DACA, and that's why they have that limited version of DACA. But other states have also had years to attempt to harm the DACA program, but yeah, so it's unlikely since maybe they would have done it already. I guess it's the point that they were trying to make. So yeah, and again, when they're talking about whether the DACA program will be limited, like a limited version of the existing program, they're talking about whether it'll be a limited version for new applicants, not for existing applicants. Because for existing applicants, it should be the same, like the protection from deportation, work authorization, advanced parole, like everything should be the same for existing applicants. So yeah, so when the question was asking whether it'll just be Texas that has the limited version of DACA or other states too, they're just talking about new applicants from what I understand. And again, from what we know, like it's very unlikely that there will be a limited version of the DACA program for new applicants outside of Texas. And also, they did mention, like during the webinar, they mentioned a lot of resources that they have for like mental health for any undocumented people in general. And you can definitely check that out at their website at United We Dream. And definitely take advantage, you know. I mean, if they're offering it, might as well. And I really hope that it helps people. And so yeah, like I mentioned, I really hope that this helps somebody. And to any DACA recipients and undocumented people out there, I'm really sorry. Like, you know, I'm really sorry about everything that's happening. But look, there's a lot of people out here that are just trying to see y'all thrive, and, you know, just don't give up, okay? Don't give up. There's a lot of people that want to support you, want to see you thrive, want to see you succeed. And if there's one advice I could give anybody in any hard situation, it's just always have God in front of you. Dios por delante all the time, okay? He can always, if he's, he can always just guide you through tough times. Even when you feel like you're just drowning and there's like nothing, and it feels like there's nothing that you could ever do, okay? So definitely lean on him. I'm gonna be praying for y'all a lot. But yeah, okay. No se agüiten, eh? We're gonna be okay. And we're all in this together. Allies, everybody, undocumented, DACA, everybody, okay? Alright. Nomás síganle. Dándole ganas, okay? And anything that you do, if you're a student, just working, whatever the case may be. And yeah. Again, I'm gonna be praying for y'all a lot. Y que, I hope that y'all take it as easy as y'all can. But yeah, cuídense, and God bless everybody. Bendiciones. Adiós.